version of this. We've got Palab Gadali with Cutthroat, Lando Calrissian, Thermal Detonators, Contraband Cybernetics, Hull Upgrade, Shield Upgrade, and the Moldy Crow title. I don't think I've ever seen this many upgrades on a Hawk before. This is ridiculous.
It's a fat paylob.
It is a fat palob. Then we got Bosk with Cutthroat, Zam, Gamut Key, Greedo, and Contraband Cybernetics. And that's, you pretty much see that in every scum list now. And then rounding out the list, Genesis Red, again with Cutthroat, Shield Upgrade, and Cluster Missiles. Interesting choice on the Cluster Missiles there. But yeah, no, this list is, I would definitely say it's a Hawk and Bosk is what you see normally, right? And they consistently make the cut as well.
Yeah. Bosk is, we can talk, we'll have a lot to say about Bosk here. I think these guys told them they can get ready to go. And I just started the timer on them. Alright, so, timer is set. Bosk! Alright, so, Drew, do you think Bosk is any good without Zam Wessel being what Zam Wessel is right now?
Yeah, and I was just about to mention her as well. I definitely feel like perhaps Bosk's claim to fame is only it's only Zam. I feel like you get the free locks, you get that extra attack at that 180 arc. You know, you load Bosk up, he's extremely expensive, right? Like, this list is only 3 ships and a boatload of upgrades. Could it be that some of these upgrades are too cheap? I kind of think so, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think we even people that play Bosk Zam regularly will also say, yeah, this is way too cheap.
Is it just Zam though, or do you think Gamut Key has a large role to play in this as well?
Well, I will say I would still say that without Zam, Bosk is in a harder position to win with than with her. Gamut Key though is also undercosted, and Protectorate Gleb is also undercosted. So they will see them all be addressed. I mean, as long as AMG has a pulse on the X-Wing meta, which, you know what, this is a big test for them. If we could see them botch the points change, I don't think they will, but there's a lot of question marks when it comes to this next points change. And typically the way FFG has responded to things being dramatically undercosted is they have adjusted it by a wide margin. So, you know, there's a chance that Zam only goes up 2 or 3 points, and that would be disappointing, but we'll see. It's good to see Bosk getting played for as long as he existed in X-Wing 2.0 and never got touched, or barely did. It is cool to be able to see him do some work, and we've seen Bosk dismantle Procket Barons before, so it can be pretty exciting to see him do his thing. But yeah, with 180-degree arc, with Zam, and with Gamut Key, there's just so many things that he can do to protect himself while also guaranteeing some pretty nasty
damage
shots.
output. Yeah. It's and you know what, I love that you touched down upon it with Bosk. I like this idea that, you know, the one thing that FFG has done consistently is made ships prevalent that maybe weren't so prevalent in 1.0, but I love that when the meta shifts, a whole new ship or a whole new archetype like shows up, right?
Yeah.
You know, now with this version of the game, you know, we've had like 3 or 4 swarm ship lists that all are like a sort of cornucopia of like different ships together, that you've never seen before being played. And I like that FFG and hopefully AMG sort of, you know, keep that going, keep that meta shifting. But of course, there are also things, as you mentioned, that get criminally undercosted or criminally increased, and then we never see them again. So
yeah, and I don't want to see Bosk get that kind of treatment. I think but unfortunately, it's more the platform than it is Bosk, because Bosk's ability is really good. I4, not bad. But when you have it's 3 shields and 9 hull, that's a lot of damage cards that you can take face up. I think that's a similar kind of reason why the Lancer class patrol craft with, you know, like Ketsu and Asajj is popular enough, but not played a ton because of that shield to hull ratio. And having 9-3 is still, it's decent, but only 1 agility. So if you factor out Gamut Key for that reinforced help, Bosco's just gonna get soaked, you know, with a ton of damage, right? So
Absolutely.
he's cheap enough, but you have to. The only way you can really play him is with the tools that have become available to him recently. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if there's an adaptation process to maybe find a way to keep using them after things change, because we know they are. Everyone agrees that they are going to change. But yeah, we'll see, man. I guess that's the bottom line. We'll see. It's cool to see Genesis Red being used here as well, by Jesse. And I think maybe I can give him that special little arc really quick. I keep forgetting that that is something that we should probably give these guys. Rotate.
Oh, very
right.
nice. Yeah, to help people see. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was looking at that, and I love this. This interesting thing about Bosk as well is that, you know, he is only initiative 4, but with Greedo, you know, and the meta being so swarm heavy, he's basically an I6, right? Like, he will always get a crit through, as long as 4 is the highest initiative on the board, which it is here, right? His whole Kyung's list is all 3s. Congrats to Kyung, though. I actually played him in this league. This is the first league that I was actually a part of, and he trounced me with this list. I loved it. He was such a swell guy. It was a really fun
Oh,
game.
that is a pretty hardy list to chew through, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, especially with with Fen Rao, Han Solo, and Forlom.
Ugh.
You just can't.
So what happened? Did you try to just like joust him, or?
Oh my gosh, what was I playing that, or was I? Yeah, I was playing that. It was so long ago. I remember Han circling and not really being able to get those shots in, and then Fen took a crit or 2 way wide, like later, as in like before engaging, and I was just like, oh my gosh. But there was the other thing too. Kyung was just on fire. His dice, every shot with the T70, 3 hits, 3 hits, 3 hits, and it was all natties. And I was like, well, you know, when you play like that, Forlom engaged, missed the bump, died at range 1, very similar to what we saw a couple weeks ago, and it was just like, oh, I'm glad that I'm not the only one that has that happen to Forlom. So
yeah, I don't know how you play Forlom, but I feel like people's go-to is to just kind of throw him in there, and it's like, and then it's people are like, why did but Forlom keeps dying? It's like you're throwing it at people.
Yep. It's so, I don't know. And that's the weird thing about 2.0 as well, is that there are some abilities that you're like, man, that's really good. And then you think more about it and you're like, oh my god, he's got to be like right in front of, right, like with the Fang Fighter, he's got to be right in front of him. But of course there are good abilities and bad abilities. So
there are some abilities in the game where if you play to trigger the ability, you're playing the game wrong.
Yes.
Because it's like a trap. It's like crack shot. You're like try so hard to get the bullseye to line up crack shot, and you completely sacrifice the strategy and like the actual, I don't know, the wellness of your decisions because you're playing to. It's, I think, similar things with like almost like with Merrick and Thane, where you're so focused on being able to use those cool abilities that you don't play you don't play necessarily the right way with them, or if there is one, I mean, they're not super good. They all die really easily. So
absolutely. For example, I actually shelved playing Merle Cobbin because I kept trying to get his ability off and he kept dying because I was just getting into like range 1 of people trying to like, oh, I'm gonna bump you, oh, I didn't bump you, wow, right? Like, just dies. Speaking of this engagement here,
it's very interesting. I was gonna say, is he gonna go all the way around the board here? That could be really good for Kyung here if he decides to go that route.
Yeah, maybe Red is going around and the others are gonna. But you don't want to turn into Bosk right there, right?
No.
Like Bosk could easily. And I'm interested where Zari is gonna go. Is Zari gonna hard 2 barrel roll boost, or hard 1?
Maybe if you can have Zari flank and get that Thread Tracer shot off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's see.
Maybe Zari will 5 forward, barrel roll left, and then boost left to get behind the gas cloud. Bosk is in a great position here, though.
Yeah, I like where Jessie's ships are, and she is turning away.
There it is. Boosty boost. Do it. Oh, keeping them close together. I kind of like that.
Staying the focus. Yeah.
Yep.
who knows? I don't know. I mean, I don't think Boss is going very fast here, but you don't want to just be caught. And here's Paylob. So Paylob's going to want to get pretty close to these guys, and that just seems like bad news for Paylob. Even if he's taking a token. He's Lando, he has hull upgrade, he has shield. Oh my god.
He's got everything.
Yeah, that is quite a Paylob.
It really is, and I was just about to say, Palo being in the back, he's got a boost to come forward. Oh, what the? Okay.
Yeah.
There it is from Bosk. I like it.
He's like, I don't care. I got 180 degree arc. Yeah, he misses the target lock though.
Just a little bit. It's good he didn't boost. I would have boosted.
I feel like taking the target lock on Zari, like, cool if you can reach her, but like, is that really like the ship? Like, of all the ships, it's gonna be the hardest one. I feel like to kill.
Yeah. Well, but there's the other thing too, right? Like, you have so much stuff you can do with Bosk. You've got Zam, you've got Gamut, right? Like, so getting the lock. So actually, this is quite interesting. I don't remember if it was Kyung or if it was I think it was another opponent that I played in this league. He was target locking obstacles on the table, and he was like, I'm getting ready for when the TIE Whisper comes out with all that jam after they previewed it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So maybe that's why he's taken the lock. I don't know.
Thank you to Nickel City X-Wing for reminding me that the RZ2A wing also has a rear arc, or a rotating arc. So now, back to dials. Very interesting. I do want to remind everyone, we do have bingo. We are doing bingo, and I never open betting, but I will open it now for a few minutes. So if you guys really were hell-bent on betting, I am going to open it for a couple of minutes, and it is now open. Just a lot of things being juggled right now, so I think that's a dice game. Okay, cool. So we do have bingo here, and so far we haven't had linked action yet, and I don't think anyone's gone 5 forward fast yet. So
nope.
As we get into engagements, a lot of these spaces are going to fill up just naturally. And we are counting torpedoes as missile attacks, just kind of as munitions. I could probably change that. This is an older card. It's an older card, but it checks out.
We do have missiles, though. We have cluster missiles on Genesis.
That's true. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I just assumed that Genesis Red has
ion torpedoes
or pro torps or something. Yeah, but no torpedoes.
Oh, good. Oh, I want to say my money's on
oh yeah,
Kyung
mark
here.
2 tokens at once, Drew, because of Paylob.
Oh, absolutely, and C-3PO too. C-3ps.
We lost the beeps, lots of creeps, lots of sweeps.
3 tokens, no consequences. No
Stay on top of it. Greg is adamant.
Alright.
We'll do our best. All right. But our best is not good enough, typically. Or at least my best. So
does Bosk 0 here? That's no question.
Well, everyone's probably turning in, right? Like, I don't know what Red's gonna do. Red might just do like a 1 or 2 bank and then a boost around, but I actually like where Red is because of the flank being on the flank. But he might not have a shot this next turn. Everyone else has a. Is it too hard to aggressive? I don't think so.
Like a soft 1 maybe.
A soft 1. I could see yellow doing it too hard.
Yeah,
but then that would probably block a soft 1. So soft 1s also could work.
So the ultimate question here is this the turn that Kyung wants to get those rockets off, the thread tracers? Because if so, green and yellow have to turn in, and they have to turn in pretty hard in order to be able to capitalize off of that. But of course they've got Rose there for the coordinate, so if one of them makes it in for the thread tracers, should be fine. Red, do you think hard 3, soft 3 boost? I think a soft 3 boost, or maybe just a soft 1 to sort of try to keep Genesis Red.
I could see a soft 1 or a soft 2, and then probably. Well, yeah, I guess you gotta be worried about what Genesis does here, but a soft 1 is probably the most conservative, and then you can sit behind a cloud with a focus. And you see where Genesis is going for the next turn.
Genesis also has those cluster missiles, so if they stay close, he might be able to hit, one of the T-70s and then Rose pretty hard.
Right, and cluster missiles is the bonus attack.
It is bonus attack at a enemy ship.
0 to 1.
Interesting with the Cutthroat though. Doesn't Cutthroat only allow you to get back 1 charge?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Cutthroat, to be honest. People are like, oh, with Cutthroat, it's like, but the thing is, the difference between Discipline and Cutthroat, besides the obviousness that they are different, is that, for different factions and stuff, the biggest thing I've noticed is that Discipline, you can operate with, like, a bunch of ships and get value out of it. Cutthroat, they're, like, on 3 or 4 ship list max. So, like, you might use Cutthroat once, but depending on who you lose, it's a huge loss. Like, oh, I get Cutthroat, but I lost my biggest piece. It's like, okay, like, you get a charge back on something. I just don't think it really has as much value as people see. Just the opportunity to get charges back is fun. I get it, but
hard.
These are very aggressive.
Rose is a one, soft one. Yep.
I like it though. I like it. This is very threatening. So now Genesis could be caught depending on what she did. Is it a he or a she for Genesis Red?
I'm actually not sure. I can find out for you though. When we sit in here, let's do it. Genesis Red. Male or female?
Being able to get contraband back is fun, but again, it's just like Cutthroat's going to be utilized in a list that has only a few ships, so I feel like you're only probably going to be able to like use Cutthroat like once. But maybe I'm just not. I don't use Cutthroat much, so maybe you guys are losing all your ships all the time and getting a lot of value out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, that was and that's my issue with it too, right? I was thinking, oh, you get 1 charge back on cluster missiles, and it's like, no, you actually getting contraband back is pretty dang good, especially on a ship that can 0.
Yeah.
Genesis Red is a crime lord who operated on Tensari Point Station and flew an M3A Psych Interceptor. Don't know anything about that though. Genesis Red gang. Oh, they're in one of the games. Okay. Oh, it's the what is it? Galaxy of Empires or something like that.
Yeah. I love the old school stuff, man. And it's
so fun. Yeah.
You're just having like Kyle, who should be canon by now.
There we go, male crime lord.
A male crime lord.
Yeah.
So there's the we got the 0 stop.
Yeah. Pal 4 straight in the boost.
So he's gonna be getting shot twice.
Yeah.
He's checking for the lock. You have an obstructed shot. You probably want to choose yellow.
Are we missing the fact that Palab is boosting and he's not gaining stress?
Ooh.
Because he boosted last turn, didn't he? He doesn't have engine upgrade, right? Shield, hull, contraband, thermals, Lando, Cutthroat. Yeah.
Did he use contraband?
He didn't use I don't know. Did he? I don't think so. I didn't see it in the chat.
Talk to them really quick.
Yeah.
Hey guys, hold on. I'm gonna pause the timer really quick. I just need to clarify with something with you guys, really quick. Paylob, does Paylob have engine up? He doesn't have engine upgrade, does he?
No. Oh, he does. Sorry, he gets a stress.
Yeah.
He's got what? Sorry, say that again.
He gets a stress for that boost.
Yeah, you boosted last turn too, right? And then you cleared it, and then you... Okay, cool. We just want to make sure you're getting the stress if you don't have engine upgrade. Okay, sounds good. Cool. Thanks, guys. I'm going to resume your timer. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, we're good. You guys hear Jesse. I think Jesse's using his phone with Discord. Doesn't always sound so great, but that's fine. He's not commentating, so it's not a big deal.
No worries. Genesis coming in here, though, man. I think Genesis is dead this turn. I don't know if there's much they can... I mean, you get the shield upgrade, and... Would have been interesting to see Gamut being used on Genesis for the focus last turn, so that Genesis is focus locked on that shot.
Yeah. Greg said they did a 4 forward. Is this what Paylab did?
Yeah, 4 forward is white, I'm sure. But
and last turn, did he boost the last turn too?
Boosted,
he did, right?
Yeah, he boosted last turn too. So you know what? That was the thing. I didn't want to jump in there and be like, hey, you can check the chat and stuff. So
both of those guys like are aware of it too. So I don't know. I already just jumped in there and talked to him. So
yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
I guess we will keep an eye on it. If there are any issues going forward, we'll pounce on it. But obviously try to limit the interferences with these guys so you can play their game, but rules are rules. So
absolutely right. And that came up a couple days ago. I was playing another tabletop game, and it was just like, yeah, if we don't follow the rules, then like what's the point of playing the game, right? Yeah.
It's really hard with XTC because, you know, we were told, and rightfully so, not to ever talk to the players, interfere at any point, no matter what you see.
Absolutely.
But, you know, there would be some pretty egregious things, and you just couldn't say anything about it, and it's like,
yeah, it creates
people not
drama.
taking enough damage, or forgetting to flip a damage card, or all these things, and or not taking stress. It's just like, you just want something like, just take stress. Like, you know, you'd have to call a judge, and it's just this whole thing. But,
Yeah, it's hard
hey,
online,
makes sense.
right?
Here's the first shot here. This is from Genesis, using the missiles. So we have a blank eyeball crit.
Missile attack.
Yes, sir. Mark it.
Down.
Spending that target lock here to reroll the blank in the eyeball.
Here we go.
This is going into green. He's spending his lock on green.
Yep.
And
two crits seems good.
Two crits.
So on the bingo board where it says 2 crits, we're talking about taking two crits.
Yeah. So probably spend the focus here, and you're safe.
Absolutely.
I think
until Bosk shoots and then does the same thing.
Right. Yeah. So green spends, safe.
I definitely think that if Genesis survives this turn, it's a no consequences. Like, you just dove in there pretty quickly.
I'm worried about Zari too from Paylob in a second.
Oh,
stole the focus.
Did he opted not to shoot the second cluster, or was there no one in range?
Well, I think it's it after. Oh no, it's not even after it hits. It's just bonus
it's just
attack.
after an attack.
But it has to be in your arc, doesn't it? I think that's the rule. Yeah. So
yes,
yellow's out of arc. So
yeah, yellow's out of arc, and then Zari is not Zari. Rose is too far away.
Yeah, that's an easy thing to. Ooh, okay. Hit crit. Boss just getting natural results. He's gonna crit again.
What did I just say? What did
Greedo, I know. Greedo, he's gonna spend, and it'll be 4 here in a second.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that looks like 2 crits and 4 damage. Don't it?
Yep. So splitting the crit, making it 2 hits and 2 crits.
So would we count this even though it's only 1 crit because it gets through shields?
Well, if it were, you take 2 crits, it's still taking 2 crits, even if it hits the shields. That's fine.
Okay.
You can count it. So yellow is taking 3 damage, and that is because he spent the focus. That's it. 1 away from half on yellow. These T70s are worth 44 points each, so it would be 22 points at half for Jesse. Now Paylob, this is scary. I think Zari's a little worried about this shot. Range 2, Paylob stole the focus. Moldy Crow. Does he not have Moldy Crow? No, he does.
Red just.
Oh, that's right.
Genesis.
He is first player, so we had to check with Red first. Now Paylob's going to do his thing. Yeah, just out. Genesis just.
Is that an arc dodge? I don't think that was intentional. It was accidental.
Rose reaching. Got range 3 on both Genesis and Paylob. Paylob's loaded up with the focuses right now. He's got 3 focuses. Who do you shoot here? Do you shoot it? Genesis?
You shoot Genesis.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious choice, right? Like, especially with all the focuses. I guess you could force him to spend one, but
with all the T70s in front of Genesis, right? Like, there's no question.
Yeah.
Paylob is definitely the one you want to try and kill, though. But like, no one is. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, You're not going to deal any damage in the shot. I would be absolutely shocked. I don't think this is necessarily the right choice, but we'll see. You could always prove me wrong. What do I know?
Absolutely.
1, 2 hits.
2 hits.
He doesn't even need to use the rerolls.
Netties.
Rose getting rerolls for friendly ships in the attack arc. 1 is going to go through. Wow. Nice. I eat my words. I think you're probably dealing 1 damage either way, but more likely to deal damage to Genesis there. But it worked out. So we got Paylob taking 1 of his 3 shields. So now no shield upgrade, essentially. Paylob is just Paylob with a whole upgrade.
He landed. No damage.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he spent the focus.
Lando's a one-time use, or is
after you roll your dice, you may spend 1 green token to reroll up to 2 of your results. So he rerolled the 2 blanks.
That's funny.
That's nasty.
And forcing Paylob to spend his focuses. He's got 1 left now for that shot into Zari still. Yellow reaching out.
Yep.
Can hit Bosk unobstructed.
Yeah.
You can hit Genesis.
Probably going into Bosk, I'm thinking.
You think so? Yeah. And these games with Bosk, it's always interesting. I tend to look over a lot of tables and a lot of games and see Bosk not taking any damage.
Yep.
It's like what are you
People are
shooting
scared.
at?
People are scared to shoot him, especially with Zam, right? Like, still got the card face down, as far as we know. Yep, he's got the card face down. So.
All right, so here we go. Into Bosk. There it is. Declaring the shot. 3 dice.
Oh,
and
hit
and 2 eyeballs. Spent that focus earlier, so just 1. Boss is going to get 2 because of the range. And safe.
There it is.
Ugh. Bosk just rolling out of shots. You gotta love it.
Yep.
He's flipping Zam.
Zam, coming back.
Putting in the dice box because he's so sweet. So I believe he's getting the lock.
After you dealt condition, yes, lock on the attacker.
Yep.
No reason not to. Got to charge back.
Drew, when I played that double fire spray list against Zam Pilot, like I was shocked he could double attack twice in a row because of the amount of charges he had.
Yep.
I'm like, that was so stupid. I'm like, are you kidding
me?
You can do like bonus attacks back to back. Ugh. Seems quite good. So yeah, setting up that lock, that could prove to be quite useful come the next engagement. I think these guys are back to dials.
No, he's debating on whether
shot.
or not he wants. Yeah, the last shot he's debating on whether or not he wants to shoot Bosk and give Zam double charges, or if he wants to shoot Genesis Red. It looks like.
I like the range 2 shot in Genesis. It's also obstructed in the Bosk, and it's range 3.
Yep.
Boss did take a shield. He forgot. He was so excited about Zam, he forgot to roll his defense die. That's fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Greg does not like the target priority. I don't know if I like it either, to be honest.
1 hit and 2 eyes. Yikes. I don't know who he's shooting at.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see with the evade dice here. Da-da-da.
And he undid the shield. What was the deal with that?
I don't know. They just rolled attack dice again. It was focus hit once again, and there's no evades have been rolled so far.
Oh, he didn't roll the right amount of dice or something, so we'll see.
Oh, I see. Yep, there it is for 2. It's Bosk again.
Yep.
Bosk rolls nothing. Takes 1 more.
I think he just takes the shield still.
Oh, they flipped the shield on Bosk because he got the there it is.
There it is.
Yep.
All right, we know what's going on. Totally makes sense.
Yeah, no, they got the shield wrong on Bosk the first time because he rolled the 1 evade on the 1 hit.
Right.
But they got the Zam charge back, so they just fixed it and everything's good now. Yep. Still the same, except that Jam.
Jam Wessel? Jam Wessel.
Good old Jam Wessel is all charged up.
Double attack and take away your tokens. All right,
Paylob. Shot.
Do it, Paylob. Shoot into Zari. Don't shoot into Rose.
Paint the house. Don't shoot Rose. Shoot Zari. Oh, the Moldy Crow title. So good.
Into Zari. Here we go.
Oh
3 hits. Doesn't even need to spend the focus.
I'm giving him a natties on that. This is ridiculous.
That is absolutely natties. And there it is. There's 2 damage.
Half on
points.
Zari.
So there's points. So Jesse's 19-0 lead currently.
So simultaneous fire for bingo. Are we doing that because Zari and all of them and Paylob are 3? Or are we talking
simultaneous fire was like triggered when you die.
Ah, got it.
Yeah. So it could happen. Absolutely could happen.
It could. And man, Genesis Red survived.
I know. Genesis kind of got away with a lot there.
Absolutely.
Why is Genesis Red in the overlay of 3 shields?
Genesis, I'm not too sure why Genesis has the 3 shields in overlay, but they do have shield upgrades, so they're at 2 shields, technically.
Strange. Yeah, Genesis Red should have 2 shields. There we go. Alright, really quick, guys. It wouldn't be a 3-1-2 stream without the opportunity to be giving away a bunch of crap. And by crap, I mean awesome stuff. Swag is probably a better word for it. Including some awesome 312 League prizes here. So we're feeling a little bold. So after this game, we are giving away some more 312 stickers on the house, no problem. But if we had 10, 20, or 30, we'll get more and more stuff to give away, including some mystery stuff at the 10 sub goal point. But I gotta say, there's some amazing dial covers in here that I have that I'd like to give away. So without teasing too much, I'll tease that.
Ooh,
and many other
dial
things
covers
in here. So see if we can hit it. Catherine earlier, I forgot to thank her, but Catherine, thank you once again for your loyal support. And she's one of the OGs dating all the way back to the beginning of the 312 stream. She's been supporting us since day one. So we appreciate you. And let's see if we can do it. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. We can roll it over into the next week, but it wouldn't be a 312 stream without giveaways, as Sam would note. So I don't know if Sam's around right now, but Sam Rothstein will never let that go.
Yeah, I got this like weird
Embrace
thing.
it.
I was gonna say, yeah, tell your friends, like, they play X-Wing, come on over and take a watch and win some stuff. But then it was also like, or don't tell your friends so that you can win all this
Exactly,
stuff. Exactly,
yeah.
yeah. Like...
Yeah, for those that we streamed Battlefront 2 on Friday, and we had NW Vader gifted like 10 or 12 subs and donated to the stream. And so because of his generosity, I said, all right, you guys, anybody here that plays X-Wing, I'm giving you each a card. I'm choosing a card for you. So everybody that watched got a giveaway. There was like 8 people, I think, that got free stuff. So
Dude,
you never know. You never
Yep.
know.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And including Colfax. I gave Colfax he loves B-Wing, so I gave him a full art of this stabilized S-foil cards or whatever. I think that's what it's called, right?
Stabilized
B-Wing.
as yes, it is.
Yeah, stabilized as well.
Freaking awesome, man.
We got 44 minutes left on the clock. Let's talk about the engagement here. Who has the advantage this coming turn?
Oh my gosh. Kyung is really close to him right now, and Bosk is very easy to... I think Bosk is going to get away scot-free. There's no... obviously the Republic, or the Resistance, I should say, like the Rebels, can go slow, but going slow is Bosk's forte, right? Like,
yep.
I think that a lot of ships are going to bump this next engagement. Or they're not going to bump, but they're not going to have shots. And I think something from Kyung's list is going to go down. And I'm not sure what. I think Zari is definitely stuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's not in the best position.
Do you think a too hard up the board would fit with a head in the gas cloud?
I think so. Left and right would make it. But remember, Palob moves after Zari. Is that correct?
Palob, yeah. First player is Kyung, so it's going to move after Zari.
Got it. Yeah, so Palob being able to choose, I mean, Palob is probably going to soft one right, just to come on in. You think Rose is the next target? Rose is the target to take down? Because the T-70s are either going to K-turn or hard 2, but then Bosk could just contrabanded 0. I mean, it's double stress on Bosk though, right? Like, it's definitely an interesting engagement.
But you're right though. It was a very aggressive doing the 3 banks, and he might pay for it here, with how close he's gotten to Jesse's ships, the core of his ships here. And Palob can put himself in a position to take tokens from anybody. Whoever the target priority is, he's going to take those tokens. So,
and that's like exactly where you don't want to be with Palob, right? Like, you want to stay away from that range. Palob's ability is only in the turret arc, right? Or is it just an arc in general?
Arc. Yeah, that's why you get Moldy gives him. Well, actually, it might be the sorry. Let me double check, because you might be right with Palob.
Sure.
No, it's just your firing arc. Yeah. All the new scum Hawks are turret arc only though.
Yes, and I think that is definitely something that they had possibly missed when moving to 2.0. Because a lot of them, I mean, obviously they were not. Well, actually, no. Palob was seen quite often when 2.0 first debuted.
Oh yeah, I remember watching Paul Heaver use Palob when I first got an X-Wing. That was 2.0 Palob too.
Still just as strong as they were back then.
Yeah,
basically
Palov
the
has
same
always
ability.
been good, but the Hawk is. I mean, until recently, the Hawk has seen a resurgence, but the Hawk is always the Scum Hawk. At least has been like fine. I guess I'd
Yeah, it
describe
was
it as fine.
yeah, it was weird to me that, obviously the ship was debuted as like a rebel sort of ship. I mean, I know that Kyle is not necessarily like a rebel, right? But of course, he was the leader of his own video game, right? Like the main character.
Yep.
But then very shortly after Scum was announced in 1.0, you almost never saw the Rebel Hawks again, and it was always Scum Hawks, which I guess is cool, but it's also kind of like, hey man, right? Like,
Yeah. Yokel City X-Wing claiming to be the one that has made the Hawks popular in the meta. If only we could trace the current Hawk meta back to one person. I see you. What's up, Daniel? Epionic in the chat as well. Daniel Leon.
hey, very nice, very nice. Oh, actually, yeah, I should reach out to some of my guys in the Bay Area. I know, man. I get messages on our one of our pages at like midnight, 12:30 in the morning, like, hey, I'm up for a game. Does anyone want to play? And I'm like, man, you guys are monsters. Like, I don't know how you can stay up that late and play, but there was a time in my life when I used to do that, right? Like,
Yeah. I mean, Greg likes to stay up pretty late. I'll see him post and forget looking for games pretty early in the morning. I used to be during the beginning of quarantine. It was awful, dude. How late I'd stay up. 3, 4 a.m. and I'd sleep until like noon, 1 p.m. Just horrible.
Sounds wonderful, but also terrifying.
Well, it's just like like when the more you sleep, the more like the potential you could get, like that kind of sleep pattern. I got like kind of depressed because I felt like I wasn't doing anything. I was just like, it was just like, well, you couldn't though. I think that's the problem with COVID and quarantine is everyone is feeling that way. They didn't feel like they could do anything.
Yeah, no, there was a time in my life in between. I was in between jobs. I wasn't working for the Postal Service at that time, and yeah, I was doing the same thing. And I was mainly doing it not because I like wanted to play other games, but I was staying up because I had so much anxiety about like I wasn't making enough money to eat, right? Like I wasn't, making enough money to live. At least in California is extremely expensive.
Oh yes, it is, sir. As a fellow Californian.
Dang, Red made that.
You work for the guy who sings in Death Cab for Cutie. Colfax is here. Now it's a 3-on-2 stream. The purist. We got Greg, we have Daniel, we have Colfax.
All right.
We have
gentlemen. Dude, you guys, I mean,
we got the trio.
They picked the best time to join. Look at this engagement.
I know.
Like,
oh my god. Is this okay, so this is a coordinate?
A coordinate, yeah.
He's definitely worried about Zari.
I'd be worried about Paolo.
Oh, hopping on the gas cloud.
But there's the thing, though. Stopping. Oh, I don't know if I like that.
You take the strain, though? You don't. Oh.
You don't. Very
good. That's what you're banking on. You're like, all right, I just don't take the strain, and I think I'm okay. Sitting there with the focus. You're on the gas cloud. You're not going to hit it next turn. And what a Genesis. Or this Paylob doing one thing.
Oh, the prediction.
Oh, that looks like it would be obstructed.
Would it have almost been better
but
if
you're going to steal the token. Oh.
Would it have almost been better if he soft one the other direction to bump into Zari and then have his pick of green tokens?
Oh, why do you focus here? Don't you take the target lock because you know you're going to steal the focus anyway?
Ooh, that is a tough question. I think he's expecting Palob to get munched. Like he's got three ships currently that only have Palob as a choice to shoot. And then it depends on where Bosk is going. Is Bosk going over the debris? He's gonna bump into
Greg mentioning Lando, but he would still steal the token from Zari, so he would still have an extra green token he could use for Lando. But I suppose you're right. You're just being conservative, getting the third token.
I mean, it's basically the same thing, right? And there's the thing is, if he rolls natties on the dice, then he doesn't need Lando, and now he has the extra green token for defense.
It's true.
Yeah.
He still seems like he's debating still.
He is debating it. Yeah, I think they're talking about it.
All right.
Yep, he's done with it. Oh, nope, flip the dial, unflip the dial. Palob is, stress is gone. Flips the dial. 5 forward, hey!
Ooh, mark that one.
Yeah.
Check up on the bingo card here after the
5
engagement.
forward. I'm sad that your picture won't load on these now, or unless maybe that's just me.
It's just you for some reason.
Oh, so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Let's get that bingo token out of
Taking
there.
a lock and a focus? What?
Did Gamut go off again?
He didn't have a...
He didn't have a focus. Oh, weird. Yep, there it is. Had a feels.
Gets the focus from the lock. Oh, that's right. That's
yes,
right.
That's right. With Genesis.
Oh, that's what makes Genesis so good.
Yep.
God. Genesis red ability going off.
Hits
the debris, takes a stress, but no crit, no damage. So
this
Bosk
is
saying
where I
there.
give my Jack Nicholson angry, what is it, with the aggressive nod when he's smiling.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember what movie it's from.
It's very creepy, but classic gif, yeah.
Yep.
Here we go. So Bosk first.
Yep, Palop steals the focus off of Zari. I think Zari's dead here. That's who you go for. Do you though? Yeah, yellow. No, you shoot yellow.
Lego Man from space. What's up? Everyone's here.
Space.
How's it going? We're playing X-Wing. I don't know if you've probably stopped by our X-Wing streams before. Shoot with Genesis Red first is what Greg's saying. He is checking Genesis Red's arc, and he does. I don't think he has.
Zari Bangle is at range 1.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the line. I couldn't see the lines of the.
Says in the chat.
Got it.
There's the dice.
Yeah, I got that closed. So you are. I'm blind in the sky.
You're fine. You're fine. I thought when you were introducing people coming into the chat, I was like, oh yeah, you know, we stream in X-Wing. I know we don't stream it all that often, but
we never stream X-Wing.
Right. Absolutely.
The people that stop by that don't know anything about X-Wing or don't watch X-Wing, I'm like, this is what this is. So a little bit of everything here. We got an eyeball, a hit, or an eyeball crit, and a blank.
A lovely trail mix. Spending the lock, it looks like. But they're debating. It's weird though, from the way that Jesse's been flying Genesis, haven't been able to get those cluster missiles off.
Oh yeah, he hasn't even used. I thought he used one earlier, didn't he?
He did use one, but he wasn't able to use the ability to shoot something else.
Oh sure.
Well,
all the charges are unspent for some reason. Oh no, they're spent at the top.
One charge.
Genesis is at the top. Yeah, let me reorder. Palob's at the bottom.
Yep.
Of the overlay, or should be rather.
So Genesis is debating on focusing here for the hit crit. Did not focus. Oh, sorry, takes a crit.
Could still live.
Shuffle
for now.
it up. And
we
the
got
crit is fuel leak.
Who
Best
cares?
one to get.
Yeah, who cares? Blank crit.
Who cares? I care about Zari. I'm just kidding.
10 Sketch. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Hey.
Being a part of that 312 crew.
Yeah.
It's fun saying that. 312 crew.
312 crew. 312 Andrew. I love it.
312 crew Andrew.
So many things you can rhyme with it. Oh my god, Bosk has like is a kid in a candy store right now. I think you go into yellow. You leave Palob is get obstructed into Zari. You do have Lando for the rerolls.
Yeah, I would feel really bad if Zari for some reason didn't die this turn. Like if she just ends up being around on that gas cloud by dials.
But there's the thing, it doesn't matter because you got Zam. So if Zari doesn't shoot Genesis, Bosk is gonna shoot Zari after he kills Yellow anyway.
Well, I guess it depends on the card, right? Because one of them is just in the attack arc, and the other one is if you get shot after you defend, right?
That is also correct.
But what is he more likely to have?
Do you really think he chose that card? Look at where these.
Well, is it you better mean business? That's the most popular one, right? The one where you're just in your attack arc.
I don't remember.
I'll never memorize the Zam.
Yeah, I'll never memorize them.
I it's not worth memorizing in my eyes. Like at least for commentary's sake, like I have a basic understanding, like a grasp, but it's not going to be used as much once the points get changed. So
I only memorized how much it pissed Vince off that I always talked about it. Yeah,
2 hits, a blanket, and eyeball so far from Bosk because there was a range 1 shot. I think he's going into yellow right now, right?
He is, yeah.
Yellow's
That's the other thing
roll.
too. These guys were doing a great job earlier at pinging which ship they're shooting, and now they're not. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Spending, and then he's going to split the crit here, so it's going to take 2 damage.
Absolutely.
So yellow taking 2, so that is points on the yellow down to 2 hull.
Yep.
Zahn, no, Zam. Zam Wessel, not Zahn, not Tiber Zahn. Zam Wessel, aka the kind of cute bounty hunter that turns into like a lizard at the end of episode 2. Or not the end, beginning of episode 2.
The assassin who is hired by an assassin who is hired by an assassin who is hired by Palpatine to kill Padme.
Yep, there's just
Yep.
a lot of... It's a long paper trail.
Yes.
Spoilers. If you haven't seen
of-
Attack of the Clones, the best script, best writing of them all. Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. What is it? Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen Attack of the Clones, don't. Right? Like...
That weird assassin. Yeah.
It's cool though. I like that the games have the ability to dive deep into some of these characters that we don't really know a whole lot about. Sort of, kind of make them.
Yeah,
right,
I call bullshit on this one though.
Yeah, I do too.
It's all
way too good.
BS. It's
She's
like
way too
there's
strong.
no structure to it, no foundation for the design. It's
Yeah.
just like let's do this. Makes her seem way more badass. Like she's more badass than Boba or Jango with that kind of shit that she could do.
It is.
Dude, not a great role. So
It's
far.
more, yeah, no.
For
Kyung's
Kyung.
dice have not. They're like a chainsaw. You gotta like
Yeah.
rev them a few times before they start going.
Yeah, he's not. Oh man, he has a focus. And
spending
he's only
his
getting
focus.
one
Don't
hit.
do that. Yeah, well, hey, there you go.
Well, you just spend one of your, trillion focuses and you get out of it.
Yeah. Jesse could even be cheeky and be like, "I'm gonna spend a focus to re-roll my dice." No reason not to though. And here's Zari. Don't do it, Zari. Don't shoot a Bosk. Don't do it.
Check the eBays for the minifigs. Yeah, right. There is a Zam Wessel minifig.
There is. Oh yeah, they got all these.
It's very old though.
Yeah, I don't think they updated that set
No.
with the taxi chase.
No, that was a cool scene. Just some cool
Yeah.
moments in Attack of the Clones.
Fun banter between Obi and Annie.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
going
yes.
Going to the
2
Bosk.
hits,
Don't.
one
don't.
eyeball. Bosk rolls and evade.
Oh my gosh. It's like the ultimate
Takes
version of
one
quick draw.
shield, flips the Zam card.
Yep.
You better take me out to dinner is what he flips.
Absolutely. The Zam card says, "Remember when I said I was gonna kill you last? I lied." And it gets the
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
but not for me, exactly. So he gets the lock on Zari. So he didn't do the shooty card. You were right.
Wow, dude. Wait, are you saying that Zari's gonna live?
Zari might live. Yeah, she will live.
She
No,
will live. Oh, Palab hasn't shot yet.
Yeah, Palab hasn't shot.
All right. Well, we got excited. Still possible.
Hidden
Not
crit.
likely.
Oh my god, Bosk with these evades. Stop it.
Call an ambulance. But not for me. No, you
Same,
can't. You can't shoot. You can't double tap this turn.
Yeah, he cannot double tap. There goes yellow.
Boss is
coming
taking
in.
some heat this round. I mean, is he? He's only taken 2 shields. He took a shield last turn.
Yeah, oh, with this roll, could be good here. Oh, nope. I spoke too soon.
Man, range 1. You wish you got something else.
What is
What the
this?
hell?
Bosk!
Bosk! What? What is this?
So it's actually really funny. I listened to an interview about from an astronaut who talks about how they have like artificial gravity, and I guess they just spin the ship in place really fast to like force people to get down, right? To like the center of gravity, right? Like lowers against the wall.
Is that what
so you
Bosk is
have-
doing?
And that's exactly what Bosk is just spinning in place, and he's just evading everything. They're like, "What is that Trandoshan doing?" Bosk is just sitting there like
Oh my god, these rolls are so sad!
sipping some tea. This is insane.
I wouldn't say it's over, but it doesn't feel good for Kyung right now. But, well, let's see what happens to Zari. Let's see what Palob does. Palob's turn.
On both sides, it's been such little damage, right? Obviously, he's got half on Zari. Jesse's got half on Zari and half on yellow. But even so, it's still just like, oh.
Has he not shot with Palob? Or he's here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Side arc, range 1, obstructed.
Yep.
4 it'll be 3 dice. On
Yep.
4 dice, Zari will also get a blank to an evade with the gas cloud coverage, that bonus. Unless he chooses for some wacky reason to shoot into Rose, which would be unfortunate, because that's just not the right choice. You took the focus from her, you shoot it, she's 1 away from being killed. There we go. Here we go. Here's a shot into Zari.
Oh my
Oh, that's
gosh.
pretty good so far. Hit crit. The third die is another crit. Zari needs a couple of eights and a blank.
2 base and a blank. 2 base and a blank. There's
Oh,
one. There's 2.
Oh no!
And Zari
goes
dies.
down.
Oh, and that fuel leak triggers. There's the face down.
Yeah. It's 59-0 now in favor of Jesse. We need some revenge. We need some Kyung revenge. You got this, buddy. 25 minutes left. Show me what you can do. Get those dice warmed up. Turn around. Punish Bosk. Punish Genesis. Punish Paylob. Just get some points here. You are, I think, the closest to getting points on Bosk in terms of the agility and the likelihood of getting damage through. You're closest to getting points on Bosk. Bosk, Bosk isn't worth that much, man. Bosk is only worth 75 points.
Oh my god, 75 for
yeah,
that?
that is actually cheaper than, I think that's cheaper than Vader with FCS and Afterburners.
Where's the reaction of the FBI
No, it's the same
agent?
cost, right?
The reaction of the FBI agent as he rips off his headset because he's so disgusted. Like, that's me with Bosk's cost. The ship is so good for 75
I know.
points.
Oh, let's take a look at the bingo card.
I just did it. So double modded Genesis Red had the double modded shot on Zari.
Okay.
Didn't wind up spending the focus. Do we want to count that, or is this like a lock?
Double modded had to be it had to have been a double modded shot after with the tokens using the double mods. Did we get a bump? No, failed action, blank out, arc dodge, simultaneous fire, outmaneuvered. We did get. We definitely had one of those shots be outside. Someone was not an arc.
And Zari's shot was obstructed.
It's true.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so things are looking okay here.
Yeah,
we'll probably get a blank out sooner or later. Feels like Kyung's shots have been blank outs. He's just not getting results.
Mm-hmm. Bosk has no shields now,
no
so
consequences
very likely...
with Bosk on the debris. That's correct.
Oh yes, absolutely.
This past turn. Boom. Thank you, Colfax. Appreciate it. You see, Colfax is helpful and not using like anger with the help. Whereas Greg is like, you did this, and then he's like, stay on top of it, because he's our #1 stakeholder in the bingo game. He has many shares in 312 bingo.
There it is. I remember when I first came on with you, I was the bingo guy, and I have significantly fallen off of that horse.
Oh, it's so hard to stay on that horse, man. I don't blame you. Can't even do bingo correctly, but I sure can do giveaways, that's for sure. That's what makes up for it.
Yep, 312, the best place for giveaways for X-Wing. Seriously.
No, you don't have to hit 100 subs to get some giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how high we can get. We got 2 more games. We do have some sticker giveaways after this, and then we have the 10, 20, and 30 sub goal giveaways. 10 subs getting us some mystery alt-arts and dial covers, so if we can hit 10 subs, we'll at least be able to do that. Support the stream if you can.
I can't wait to see those dial covers.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
I'm very excited. You know what I'm also excited for?
What?
Bosk to suffer some crits here.
Oh, good lord. NW Vader heard the call. Just gifted 10 tier 1 subs.
Oh,
all right, my challenge to you guys is if anybody else is feeling lucky to try to pick up some slack for NW Vader, because he has been, oh my gosh, he has been pushing, giving us so many subs. Thank you so much. The Northwest Vader who resides in Seattle. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man.
You really are the best, dude.
Yeah, you are. Thank you. So we did, thanks to NW once again, we've hit our first sub goal. So after this round, we'll be doing those giveaways. You guys want to see what the current bracket is? Just do ! bracket in the chat, and it'll take you to our challenge bracket site where we have the tournament set up.
Yeah, I was gonna ask so that way everyone can see what lists are gonna be played.
And then for lists, you can do ! league, and you can see everyone where the ladder ended up. Ooh, we got a bomb drop here, a thermal detonator.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty standard. I was expecting that. I mean,
it's
you
so
know,
great to see that Baby Yoda pop up, like Grogu. I guess I shouldn't even be. I hate calling a Baby Yoda, and I still slip into that trap of calling him that by accident. Grogu. To see Grogu just keep popping up.
I got a friend that works at ILM, and they were
that's awesome.
Yeah, they were very like, oh yeah, it's you know, they won't talk to you if you call it Baby Yoda. It's like, oh, okay, so we should probably stop calling it that.
That's pretty funny. Well, I mean, they kind of they introduced it without any context, right? It's kind of you know, no name.
Like, it's the child. It's a Western, man, right? Like, it's supposed to be just a kid.
And Rose saying hello to those thermal detonators.
Yep, she's like,
Jesse dropped both.
It's really funny. In the last couple of games that I did play with Resistance, Rose Tico, man, she was the one who pulled the most weight, and I have to be honest with you. It wasn't the fact that she was giving extra actions to people. That ship is really strong.
Well, just all the rerolls.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to see a Fen Rao, like, range one-shot into Rose Tico.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. It's happened to me.
The deletion.
You ever see a Fenrir fly up to you, pull out his keyboard, Control Alt Delete? What?
Yeah, exactly. God. Yeah, pull up that task manager.
Yeah.
Fen Rao is the task manager. That's a good nickname for him.
That
Skull Leader or task manager.
Oh my god, I love it. The Skull Leader # task manager. Let me speak to your.
Can I get a task manager in the chat, please?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Rose here, man.
Rose, oh, she's getting eaten alive.
I mean, Bosk
and goodbye,
too.
calculate. Bye, calculate. Genesis doing is that the 5K there?
Yeah. Yep, 5K.
5K. Yeah, they have it's a 3K and a 5K on those Seeks, right? So flipping around, taking the stress. You can't do anything fancy after doing that 5K.
Yep, it does not have a focus token. I was just about to.
Yep, game state.
Oh, Bosk hadn't moved yet. That's right. I forgot about that. Whoop whoop.
Bosk doesn't really have a
he
shot.
Ain't getting shot. Yeah.
Actually, this is good for Kyung in terms he's going to be able to shoot Bosk a grand total of 1 time. It might be range 1 though.
Yeah.
The bombs go off and it hits 3 ships.
3 ships.
The first detonator. Pinging for yellow. Yellow's gonna roll for that detonator first. Yellow rolls. A hit. Takes the damage. Yellow down to 1 hole.
Yeah. Pinging for green next.
Green. The thermal detonator into green. Another damage. Oh, you just wish you could roll blank. Like, I was like, I've been rolling blanks this whole time.
Yep.
What's the deal? Into Rose. Rose! The strain.
Focus, strain. All right.
But she's going to have to roll again. And green is going to have to roll again.
Yep. That's good for her, though. She needs to not take any damage here. She's got all those rerolls against Genesis and Palob. But...
and is that an obstructed shot from Palob? I can't tell if it's exactly parallel or not.
I can't tell.
Blank! He rolled a blank! Green takes no additional damage.
Rose,
blank! Yeah!
Oh,
there we go. That's what you want to see. Take that, thermal detonators, you and your dumbass 3 points.
Let's. I was going to say, let's hear everyone in the chat say, it's totally worth 3 points because it doesn't do damage. Like...
Yeah, goddamn. That's the Vince Morgado hypothetical argument.
Right.
Well, if you just roll bad, it's not good. It's like, okay.
Yep. Bosk look like he's got range 3 to that 5 straight template over there.
Here we
Genesis. Unobstructed into Rose. Do it.
Whose lock is that? That's Bosk's. Okay.
Bosk, yeah.
So just the
Interesting
primary.
here, though, Palob not being able to take Rose's calculate.
Oh, because it has to be focused or evade, huh?
It does, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh my god, what
Woo!
the dude, Jesse's
Get
dice
out of
have
here,
been
Jesse.
so hot.
Get the hell out of here.
So hot.
Oh,
Roll him again.
Rose!
Roll him again. Oh, there's no one in arc. Oh my god. She dead? She could be.
Okay, gets to reroll. You can spend the calculate.
Why does she get the rerolls? There's no one in the attack arc.
Friendly ships in the attack arc what's
Yeah, it's
the
only
wording?
it's zero. On Rose it's 0 to 3, isn't it? I thought that was in the rules. Rose is while you defend or perform an attack, you may reroll up to one of your results for each other friendly ship in the attack arc. There is no other friendly ship in the attack arc.
All right, one sec.
Hey
Red. Guys.
Yeah, yellow and red probably have shots. And
Hey guys, really quick. Why did Rose didn't have any other ships in the attack arc there? How was she?
She's got heroic.
Oh, she had heroic. You rolled 2
She doesn't
blanks.
have heroic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Got it. Heroic. All right.
Heroic.
I'm done interrupting you guys. Have fun. Heroic, my friend.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about heroic. I'm so dumb. I'm so
It's
sorry.
alright. I should have just looked at the overlay and remembered that she had it.
Yeah, it's clearly I'm not very heroic myself. I was just trying to. I'm just trying to play it straight, right? It's Greg in the chat, and now he's yelling at us.
Rose
not only
was
for bingo,
strained.
but for
Yeah, I'm just typing it at this point.
Palob got 3. And 2. Oh man.
Was that obstructed?
It was obstructed.
Oh, so
Rose,
never mind. So
Rose,
she rolled the right
yeah.
number dice.
She did, yeah.
Yeah, she rolled the right number of dice because the shot was obstructed.
Yes. Boss coming in, hit crit crit. Rolling. What if? Oh my god! Again, 2 crits though.
Ugh. Okay, here we go. What are the crits? Are they something actually nasty for boss?
Double direct, please. Just double direct. Just do it. Just do
No,
it.
I want to see like a blinded and like a structural damage or something. You know. Like...
Right. Disabled power regulator.
Ugh.
Oh, that's
gonna take a long time to use.
Pretty much useless. Yeah. Double disabled power regulator.
Oh, so he's gonna be taking 2 ions at the same time.
Which means next turn he will be ioned.
Huh. Okay.
He's basic. What? How much time do we have left? Let's double check that.
We got 13 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're 14 minutes on the clock here. So Bosk is probably not gonna shoot anymore. He's gonna hard 3 next turn, get stressed again, and then he's gonna go one forward.
I gotta take a look at the chat log here because there's like a mutiny in the chat right now, and I'm.
Sorry.
Let's take a look at the Rose Tico shot.
Yeah. Oh, the strain for Rose.
Rose Tico is at range. Where is it?
So the question was the shot from Palob was not
range
obstructed.
2.
Shot from Palob is not obstructed, and I have to be honest with you, I'm looking at it too. It didn't look. It's really close, but it does look like Palob's right corner base is closer to Rose, but Rose is also strained. So Palob rolled 2 hits and a focus, and Rose rolled 3.
It just said range 2. It didn't say obstructed though.
Yeah, and the chat log says that too.
Yeah, you got 1 evade and 1 eye. You can't. You got nothing, and then heroic because that's okay. Like you can heroic 2 dice if you roll the proper number of dice. You can do that.
But she's strained though, so it's not obstructed, right?
Yeah, hold on. I do need to.
Yeah, he's gonna jump down there.
All right, I said I was going to interrupt it, but pause it. I'm pausing the timer. Hold on.
Nope,
so,
we caught the strain. I'm just going to take the damage for one of those dice.
Yeah, okay. I told him he could either re-roll it and take his chances, or he could just lay it as it's play and just take the damage.
Okay, so you guys have ironed that out then. So Rose takes.
Yeah.
She takes damage. Yeah, so she takes 1 shield and she spends the calculate.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys. I think we were all. I assumed it was obstructed, so you rolled the number right number of dice, but I guess it wasn't.
Yeah.
In Genesis.
No.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll resume the timer. All right. We're good. They caught it at the very end there. For us, we don't know what they're talking about, so sometimes we'll catch something and they end up catching it right before us or at the same time.
And it was really close. Like if we're looking at it now, and even on the chat log, it says you have a choice. Do you want it to be obstructed or unobstructed? So
yeah, so we're good. So Rose ends up taking a shield, spends the calculate. So strain is gone, took a damage. That's this is from Paylob going into, I'd imagine this is into Rose again.
yeah, they're just doing it again.
Yeah. Well, Paylob hadn't shot yet.
Oh yes, that's correct. Any Landos for the reroll? Oof, blank and a blank. Hey, that's a thing.
Blank to blank, and should be okay. You got the gas cloud. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right. So Bosk, double disabled power regulator. I don't know the last time I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Two of those up at once. Not in my experience. So Bosk next turn is going to have 2 ion tokens because he had already engaged when he took those damage cards. So he's not going to be getting them this turn at all.
So he'll still be able to turn around then. That was my bad. I was thinking he gets them now,
Yeah,
right?
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He'd already engaged at that point.
Next turn you'll have 2, and then the following engagement. So he needs to do everything he can to not be facing the board edge.
Yep.
2 turns from now, because
I mean he hard threes, right? Hard two.
You know what's really sad, Drew? I don't know how often you have X-wing dreams. Any of you guys in the chat have X-wing dreams? Dream about playing X-wing?
I don't. I have only had, actually, to be honest with you, I've only had one dream, one X-wing dream, and it was so strange, and it had D and Ryan in it, which was very silly to me because I haven't seen them in a long time. But yeah, I woke up and I was like, oh man, and it was more or less just me being stressed about the tournament in general. It wasn't actually like, I was, being crushed in a match. It was just running around trying to look for people and not being able to find people, right? Like my opponent and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had the weirdest dream, dude. I had a dream that I was playing at a tournament and my opponent was just like gone, like AWOL.
Yeah.
But the clock was running on my game, and for some reason I was losing. No. What happened was my opponent was AWOL, and they showed up in the last like 15 minutes of the game, and for some reason they were allowed to play, and I had to play them still for the rest of the finish the round, and they ended up taking like points from me, and I'm like super pissed. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't lose this game. My opponent hasn't been here for an hour. I need more time. And I told the judge that I only needed 20 more minutes, which was bullshit. And then I ended up flying Fenrau off the board. I don't know why I vividly remember this dream, but I was just like, it was a horrible dream. And I'm like, I've never had a dream about X-Wing before last night. So maybe it's just because I knew I had to set up the stream.
That's pretty silly. And it's weird too how it works like that, right? Like my dream too, it was running around trying to find your table, and then I remember finding my table, but my opponent never showed up. Oh. And then I was sitting there and I was like, what happened? I remember waiting the whole time and watching the clock go down, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get to play, and then I'm not, I'm gonna lose because
yeah.
Yep.
Yes, weird man, weird dreams. At least you get to, well, if your opponent doesn't show up, you get the win, right?
Absolutely. So probably no thermal detonators dropped here, right?
Let's see. So yeah, there's no reason to. You're more likely to hit yourself dropping a thermal detonator.
Absolutely.
Rose probably does a K turn. I don't think she's stressed. No, she's not stressed. Oh wait, she is. That is a stress token, right?
Yes, she is.
So
yeah.
She can't be doing that. So. But yeah, I mean, who is it? Was it Daniel mentioning here? Kyung hoping for points this turn. All this will slip away. Yeah, he's been trying, man. I think he's one away from half into Bosk now. Bosk is 12 total hit points, and he's taken 3, 4, 5. He needs to take one more damage card.
Yeah, he's been fighting this whole game. He's been behind pretty much.
Power regular. I'm gonna put that into the overlay. He has one more of them. Boom, 2 of them.
Double disabled.
He is dropping a thermal detonator, I guess, in case Rose decides to bank towards. I don't see any other way you can get it.
No, you're right.
Can the transport pod do a barrel roll?
It can. It's red though.
Well, assuming it is a blue, he can just roll away. Here we go. Green. Doesn't clip the debris. Clears the stress. Does that one bank. You start taking target locks because you know you're not going to hit Bosk here. So you start to take the locks. Ooh, he's taking
Yeah,
focus.
I kind of think you do, man. I gotta be honest with you. I don't see why
There's
you
no
wouldn't.
way he's staying there.
Yeah. Bosk has to turn.
Yeah, there
And he
you
could
go
go over the he could go over the debris and then over the gas cloud. But I
Ooh,
mean,
maybe give a target lock here because this is the C3PO. No, he's giving a focus. Okay, well, we'll see. I don't know. I just feel like maybe unless Paylob gets really aggressive and turns in on green, maybe you're worried about that. But yellow, okay, very aggressive there. I would have done a 1. He does the 2. He's gonna sit there with a focus.
I think he has to Kyung has to capitalize off the fact that Bosk isn't going to be a part of this match for another 2 turns.
Right. Yeah, and now he's kind of going all in on the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
So green is the least likely to have a shot this turn. Red and yellow both have focuses sitting there. Paylob can just turn in and take one of them and blast one of them away too with Moldy Crow.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Doing a 3 bank. So he's still in range, an arc of both of them.
You can boost though. Stress, but boost.
I think if you're Kyung, you're happy that he would boost.
Absolutely. You don't have those tokens, those rerolls.
But yeah, we got about 12 minutes left on the clock here. Time is running out. We need to see Genesis take points here this turn, and then Boss next turn or it's over. So
yep.
He is boosting.
Certainly needs some damage here.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, Jesse's sitting pretty, right? He's like, oh, da-da, la-di-da.
Alright, I'll turn off the tabletop DO timer so the rest of the...
Boss right hard 3s, yep, for another stress.
Alright, I'll just hit up the Discord really quick.
There's the roll. Here it comes. Focus. Nothing. Triple stressed. Oh, Genesis, why? Any one of them focus? Take that lock. I mean, now is where you get those cluster missiles off, and you could kill yellow and then deal some damage on red.
Oh, come on, you got this guy. You can do this.
I want him to, man. I want him to. His dice have not been going. I feel like if with average dice, I think Kyung would have.
Yellow. Oh yeah, yellow's gonna die too. Yellow. There's no chance yellow lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yellow's one away. I forgot about that.
The initiative kill.
Paylob's gonna take that token from yellow just to guarantee it. Probably.
Dude, that's a pretty good combo though, right? Like Genesis can profit off of them having the focus token.
I know.
And then Paylob takes it. It's like oof.
It's a strong list. I gotta give credit to Jesse.
Absolutely. I mean, Kyung's list is very strong too, and he's flown it so well to get to this point, and even now he's flying it well. It's just the dice, right?
Yeah.
Like
he's only lost 1 ship.
So they skip the bomb. The bomb is not in range to do any damage, so not that big of an issue.
Yeah, I'll just.
There it is.
I just deleted it.
Absolutely. All right, Genesis going into yellow. Yep. Are we doing it? Yep. Doing cluster missiles. Here we go. Cluster missiles.
Oh, you can do clusters at range 1? I think it's just
absolutely.
a primary.
Range 1 to 2 only.
Oh, range 1 to 2. Okay.
Yeah.
That was concussions. I'm confusing the two again. Concussions is you
good.
flip the damage card. Clusters is the extra attack. Not great so far. Spending it on everything.
Rerolling it all. Yeah.
Okay. 1 hit. He has a focus.
It's all you really need.
I don't think you spend the focus though. You're about to get shellacked by range 1 by red.
No, you spend it. You need to kill yellow, because Genesis is 4, and the cluster missile shots.
The roll. Yellow rolls 2 evades. Oh my god! Man. Holy crap! Oh my goodness! The yellow's like, hold on, come on, soundboard.
Hello there.
There we go.
Something's going on.
Hello there.
There's the second. Oh my gosh! And the second cluster missile shot for nada.
Oh, you're very happy to see that. Oh my goodness.
That's a big break for
The dice are
here.
evening out a little bit here, and he reaches out and he hits Bosk. Here we go. Green just has Bosk. He has a focus. Bosk has nothing. You're one away from half. This could be the turn. Let's see it. You can't see the dice. Oh, this
triple
whole time.
crit.
Well, don't worry. You weren't missing anything too crazy. Yeah. They keep leaving the dice in there between turns, so I have to turn it off because it's just hovering over the game.
Yeah.
Sorry guys. I totally forgot I had actually turned that off.
Oh my gosh. Nothing. Right? No focus on him? No, he does focus.
Yeah, he has a focus. There's two.
Yep. Bosk rolling 2, rolling 3. Unobstructed range 3. Rolling 2.
I'll go over what happened in the dice box, guys, since I failed miserably at showing that to you.
Hey,
so.
he greedoed for a hit crit. And one evade. Boss
man,
takes
you just want Boss to just not roll an evade one time.
Let's just see a direct hit. Come on, man.
It's still points.
Fuel leak.
Okay.
Oh, what happened? Where's the... Wait, what? What did you...
I don't know.
Oh, I guess they're shuffling the cards. They're shuffling the deck every time. Weird. Alright.
I don't think that's the case because you can't do that, but it's still a fuel
right.
leak, so.
It's still a fuel leak, yeah. I mean, it is random. And then this is also the Jeff Wilder issue, right?
Yeah, but you should never be able to... You've already taken damage cards. That's the point where you can't shuffle the deck anymore.
Yeah,
like, unless
I would
there's
say
something
that
that tells you to do that.
Well, also, too, if there's a problem where, like, the cards get flipped over and it's like, oh, I know the third hit is going to be a direct, right? Like, that too. I know that obviously the die rolls are random, but for example, with Greedo, right?
The little engine that could. Yellow. The little engine that could. And that's going into Genesis. That's 2 shields.
Half on Genesis.
I think 1 away from half, right? Yeah, 1 away.
5? Yeah, 1 away from half, my bad.
38 to 59, so Kyung scoring some points here.
I can't do math. Sorry. And here's red. Range 1.
So you want to just kill Genesis red here.
You just roll jamming beam. Just
beautiful. Yeah, right. Roll jamming beam. Spend it. Spend it.
He bumped. 5 bumped. Oh no, from Rose. Yep.
I know. That's 3 hits and a crit.
Genesis needs the natties. Nope, not even close. Trail mix. Hit crit. No, hit crit coming through. Genesis goes down.
Oh my god, guys! And the timer, because I paused the timer a while ago, their timer just stopped, so we're at 0. I keep having to pause their timer or
panic
because
Genesis Red is a panicked pilot because he's gone.
Holy smokes! So Genesis dies, but Paylob can finish off yellow. Will that be enough points? Because it's 82 Kyung to 59 Jesse right now. You have range 2 on yellow or red. You have to go into yellow because yellow is the one that's going to give you the points. 1 away.
They know that the timer. Yeah, they know the timer's gone off. So
yeah, they know their timer, guys, is the master timer. We're just kind of trying to chug along with them, but I had to pause it and didn't.
2 to 2.
Don't
Here
worry.
we go.
Well, I'll clean up my act a little bit for the next game.
We'll do it. Oh, blank focus.
He spends for 1.
Yeah, you have to.
You need an evade result.
Oh, no, he spends it for the reroll. Double focus. Spends his last focus for
2
double
hits.
hit. Yep. Lando coming in clutch here. Needs the double evade. Nope. And yellow's
heroic.
gone.
Heroic. Does he have heroic?
He does have heroic. Let's do it. Double evades. 1 evade and takes 1 and dies.
But Jesse doesn't win the game. That's 81 points to 82. We have a 1-point game.
A 1-point difference?
22 points going to Jesse there. He needed 23 to tie for the salvo. Oh my goodness gracious.
Wow.
Jesse was on top until this last round, and it was the dice that really turns things around. Boss couldn't shoot this turn, and that was huge.
A 1-point difference?
A 1-point difference. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let me just confirm with these guys.
Shall we jump down there?
Yeah, let's just.
Close.
My goodness, guys! I just want to confirm with you on my end here. I have 82 to 81.
Let me just double check that, but I think that might be right. So is that all of? Let me see here. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I think
because we have a Rose Tico that's a shield down. We have a red squadron is untouched, right?
Yes.
Yellow died.
Yellow
Green
died.
had 1 shield left, not halved, and then a dead Zari.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's 81 points for you, Jesse, and this is using the list link you guys gave me, so the points are the same for what you guys have on your end. And then we have a dead Genesis Red, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A half-pointed Bosk, who should be like 6-hole.
Yep.
And then we have a untouched Paylob. Or shield down.
Untouched payload.
Yeah, we made a mistake earlier. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't fix that. So either way.
But then either way, that's
tomato
yeah.
tomato. That's 80, and that's 82 points for Kyung.
That is
The final score.
wow.
Is that crazy?
The last turn,
Awesome.
the score flips. Yep.
That's unbelievable.
It was all about yellow getting that shot into Genesis.
Yeah.
Getting the points.
That was pretty big. Yeah.